Good morning, Wildcats. I'm Christiana Dole.
And I'm Olivia Bontempo, and you're watching WCAT's Weekly News.
Midterms are past and the month of October is almost over. But even though November is almost here, Thanksgiving break is still far off. Until then, we have other great celebrations.
WCAT's Mary Locke Speed has more on Westminster Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos celebration.
With Dia de los Muertos coming up next week, different groups on campus are preparing to celebrate. We caught up with these groups to learn more about the different festivities going on campus.
So we're very happy that for another year we're partnering all of the Spanish 4 classes, and we're going to have an exhibit doing an altar for the Dia de los Muertos in the Atlanta History Center.
Come see La Ofrenda in the Atlanta History Center, 12 to 5. Be there.
We've been learning about skeletons. It's fun to learn about skeletons for lots of reasons in October. Skeletons are a big feature of Halloween, but even more important for me, they're a feature of the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, and we are celebrating Dia de los Muertos in first grade. We'll be setting up 2 special tables in our hallway where children can bring pictures of their ancestors and people who have died that they loved.
We love Dia de los Muertos. Adios!
Wow, sounds like we have a lot of fun things going on for the holiday next week. I'm Mary Locke Speed with WCAT. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks to Mary Locke and her producer Elena Karras for the report.
Make sure to come to the Atlanta History Center on West Paces Ferry Road this Sunday from 12 to 5 p.m. to see Westminster's Ofrenda, listen to live music, and enjoy some tasty food.
From an old tradition to a new program, let's talk about how Westminster is reshaping the classroom experience for students.
Thanks, guys. We talked to faculty and students on the Innovation Council to find out more about their upcoming event.
I am on the Innovation Council here at Westminster. I joined it because, well, we're doing some pretty cool things with Hawkins Hall, but seeing as Hawkins Hall is not up yet, we actually have Cottage 12.
The Innovation Council got started is that we are obviously in the midst of a big building project, and we wanted to have a group of students who would have a voice in deciding what kind of programming would go on in the school in some of these new spaces. Right now, obviously, we have our VR lab, which we got to show off during assembly.
Seeing as it's the spirit of Halloween, we're going to be running some horror VR games next Thursday in the cottages. This is Cottage 12, and we invite you to come on down.
We hope everyone checks out their event on Halloween. Make sure to stop by the VR lab to find out more about it. I'm Namisha Iyer, now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Namisha. Stop by the VR Learning Cottage or contact Dr. Adcox for more information.
Mamma Mia opened last night on the Kellett stage. WCAT's Sarah Lape has more on this year's musical.
As many of you know, the Stagecats have been working very hard on this year's musical, Mamma Mia. We were able to interview some audience members and cast members to find out more.
I went to Wednesday's dress rehearsal and the show was amazing. I loved all of the costumes and the sets. My favorite song was Super Trooper, and you all should definitely make sure you get the chance to see it.
So I'm playing Eddie in Mamma Mia. It's a super fun show. It's super cheesy, but super awesome. We've been working really hard on it, and we'd love if you could come see it Friday at 4:30 and Saturday at 7.
Wow, sounds like it's going to be a great show. Make sure to go to Westminster's websites to reserve your seats. Now back to you in the studio.
Tonight's show is sold out, but if you really want to see it, show up and you might be able to grab a seat at 4:30 tonight or 7:30 on Saturday.
Interested in supporting a good cause and enjoying a sweet dessert today?
Hi, I'm Charlotte, and I'm a member of Girls. This October 25th, we're having a bake sale outside of the lunchroom to raise money for an organization called Top Soccer, which is an organization that gets kids with special needs out active playing soccer. And so you should really buy some cookies from us to help support the organization. And here are some videos of us playing with them.
Hey y'all, I'm Ray Louise. And I'm Mason, and we're here with the Play Unified Club at Top Soccer.
So yeah, it's been really fun. We've been playing soccer all day, and it's halftime right now.
Nice, good job.
It's been a busy and exciting week for Wildcat Athletics. Jack Hunter has your look at Westminster sports.
Thanks, guys. We have our first region champion of the year. It's the girls cross country team after defeating rivals Lovett and Pace in the Region 5 AAA championship meet on Wednesday. Mira Srinivasa led the team to a first-place finish, and now Coach Eubanks and the Cats are looking forward to trying to defend their state title from last year on Saturday, November 2nd in the 3A state championship. The guys finished in second place behind Pace Academy in the region championship on Wednesday. But good news, Zach Rose setting another course record with a 15:59. That was good enough for first overall in that meet. The girls volleyball team has a huge third-round playoff game tomorrow at home versus Calhoun. The game starts at 1:30. We need all the fans out there, so come support the Cats and their quest to another state title. And tonight is senior night. The Cats will be facing off against the Redan Raiders, looking to bounce back after a 21-0 loss versus Cedar Grove last week. Come out and support all of the fellow seniors, whether it's cheerleaders, players, trainers, managers, and cheer on the Cats to victory tomorrow as well. That's all for this week. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jack. Well, that's all for this week. I'm Christiana Dole.
And I'm Olivia Bontempo.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on WCAT Weekly News.